I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Robinson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be complete to Sermon. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Now Howell. And the catch made by Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Jones on 1st and 10, being chased out left. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Back at the 25-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll take to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Like the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense putting them to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Al now to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And Howe will throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Howe, he'll look to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they go play action with Howell. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Howell's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And now off to the races down the right side.
So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Barkley inside handoff. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 22, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Gano's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Powell.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
That's good for the Commanders. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Howell.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson.
And it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to craft the throwing lanes?
Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Howell. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Commanders 27, Giants 3. Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
This is down the field for Bellinger. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing here, Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Giants first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they'll hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go into each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.